Imagine visiting a loved one just for a moment. It could be your mother, father, sibling, or your partner. You'd be really happy, right? The problem is that you're visiting them in the hospital. Your loved one is in the deathbed, and they have a few weeks to live. Truly unfortunate events could occur throughout our lives, whether it's a genetic disease or a sudden major injury. We all know these things are out of our control. If something this bad were to happen somewhere in your lifetime, wouldn't you like the option to relieve the agony? According to medicinenet.com, physician assisted suicide is a process of providing a patient with a prescription with the primary intent of ending his or her own life. Physician assisted suicide should be legal in all US states because it provides a way of relieving intense pain and suffering. There's a set of requirements to be met, and it supports freedom of choice. Before introducing my claims, I would like to clarify something. From deathwithdignity.com, .org, a common belief about this topic is that patients are suicidal and depressed. That is not the case. Most patients simply realize that their death is inevitable and they choose to avoid future suffering. People are being left to endure pain till the end. According to verywellhealth.com, people choose death with dignity because they have lost their independence, they have lost their ability to have meaningful activities, they're either suffering or they fear future suffering. Put yourself in their shoes. If you had a terminal illness and you were suffering every day, wouldn't you at least like the option to go out and get rid of the agony? Fortunately, it's an option for us here in California and 8 other states, but that still means 41 other states don't have this option. If someone goes down this procedure, there's a set of requirements to be met that makes sure that there are no mistakes. From deathwithdignity.com, the requirements are that the patient must be an adult, must be able to communicate and make decisions, must have 2 oral requests as well as 1 written request, a set of waiting periods, and must have a prognosis of 6 months. This process takes about at least 3 weeks, which gives time for them to say goodbye to their loved ones, and make sure that they are final with their decision. If this could happen to any family, families are at stake, and the morals of physicians can be an issue, but where the attention should be at is on the patients. The patient is most likely going through unimaginable pain, both mentally and physically. Most of us want to live as long as we can, right? But under certain circumstances, it's just not right to be kept alive. Against your will. Whether the patient is terminally ill or an elderly, they should have the choice about what happens to them. Sometimes choosing to go out rather than losing to a disease gives a sense of dignity or nobility. A good case would be Brittany Maynard. She was a female born in Anaheim, California. She graduated from UC Berkeley with a bachelor's in psychology, and later a master's in education. Brittany later got diagnosed with stage 2 brain cancer. She went through surgery, but a few months later, it came back even stronger. She got a prognosis of 6 months. After thinking for a while, she decided that the best choice was death with dignity, and she had to move to Oregon. According to compassionandchoices.org, Brittany said, "Being given the choice gave me a sense of peace. If you were ever in my shoes, I hope you would be given the same choice." If you support this, all you have to do is speak. Talk with friends and family members, and make it a normality. This will universalize the problem. This has been proven to work because it happened here in California. After Brittany passed away, her case went viral, getting millions of views. And less than a year later, we have the End of Life Option Act here in California. Physician-assisted suicide should be legal in all U.S. states because it provides a sense or a way to relieve intense pain and suffering. There's a set of requirements to be met, and it supports freedom of choice. It may be hard to understand this at first, but change your perspective to the patient's perspective. It might become easier that way. Hopefully in the near future we have this option, and all you have to do is speak, "Thank you. My name is Michael.